here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Butker ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone, and he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, it's gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Goff now looks to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Once again, it's Swift. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses, but you get this sense offensively they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Goff now looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And some room to work. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On first down, Goff. That's once again complete to Chark. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To the air again, Goff. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score time, 7-7.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now here's Mahomes. Locates Hartman for another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. At their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions have come back to make it a 2-point game.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff looking to throw. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the ball.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked on by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 6-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Cyber, up and good, and the lead is up to 5. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now it's Mahomes again. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, and it'll be 3rd down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play, and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Finds his man, it's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
Mahomes pass.
That'll be a pickup of 15 as they lead the 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Gone. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 6. Well, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they finally put it into this return. But not before he's all the way down to the 37. On 1st down, gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's gone off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stats can compute his time to throw down to the smallest detail, and they say that sack occurred in 1.6 seconds. Wow.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes being chased out left.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Lions, 27. Harrison Butker is 14 to 6.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
39. Lions, 27. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. score. Touchdown, Lions. And that big fourth-quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, he's had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Goff. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle in the middle land. All they did was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1970.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Seibert's kick is good. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. That could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't got to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mahomes.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
Extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On 2nd and 10, and he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chase Lucas. And the Lions are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Right side to Williams.
And now off to the races. Down the right side. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it.